What's going on, guys? We are back and we're going to go over the new content that's being released tomorrow and how the fifth inning program can make you a very rich man and make you a ton of stubs. But before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and let me know if there's any videos or gameplays you'd like to see in the future. Let's get to it. Alright, so before we get into things, we're going to go a quick overview of the new content that is coming out tomorrow. On Sunday, the introduction to the Baseball Hall of Fame ceremony, where we will see some of the all-time greats, including Roy Halladay, Mariano Rivera, Mike Mussina, and Edgar Martinez, all inducted. So tomorrow, we are getting a brand new event called the Hall of Fame event. It's set up exactly the same as the previous event, where you will play 3 different events. You got to get 4 tickets to get this card, and then 9 tickets get the next, and I think 12 gets you a 20 pack. So the 94 overall card is a Hall of Famer who was an absolute beast back in the day, one of the best relief pitchers of all time, Lee Smith. This card looks absolutely filthy and will definitely be very good in any bullpen with that fastball that can reach triple digits, and then that forkball. His Ks per 9 are insane. And then the big one is 98 overall Edgar Martinez. His contact is absolutely crazy. His power's mid-90s with very good vision. The only downside to this card is his fielding is not good. Third base, he's going to have a lot of problems, but this card makes for an absolute insane bench bat on any team, or you could start him at third base and just hope for the best on defense. Alright, so now let's hop into the 5th inning program. I really feel like they hit it out of the park with this program. With Madden and everything coming up, they really need to do something big with this one, and I feel like they just did that. There's new cards in here, there's fan favorites in here, and there is a lot of stubs to be made within this program. So I'm going to go through the 100 star, the 200 star program. We have those choice packs just like the previous inning programs. And I'm going to go through the bosses, tell you why you should or shouldn't take them. And then I'm going to tell you how much stubs you can make just based off the 5th inning program. Alright, so let's start with the 100 star choice pack. Just like the 4th inning, you're going to get the choice between 3 lower overall players. I think they're all 80s. Got 185 and then 286. You have the option between Matt Williams, Sungwon Oh, and Gio Gonzalez. None of those cards look or sound like they're going to be good or interesting or fit most teams unless you're running with a budget squad. So overall, these cards for just about everybody are going to be sold right away. They're not going to go for a lot just because everybody's going to be able to get these cards right away within the first hour or 2. So they're not going to go for more than 10K. So I'm going to say they're going to go 5 to 10K tops. They're not going to be a lot. These cards aren't that great. But, I mean, there's stubs to be made with them, so you might as well sell them, get your at least 5K out of them that you can use and bring it towards something else. So moving on to the 200 star choice pack, these rewards are a lot better, and you get a lot more stubs out of them. In the 4th inning program, you had the option between Greg Holland, Aubrey Huff, and I can't remember the last one, but either way, if you got those within the first couple days, those were selling for 30K. They ended up blowing out at about 10K, which is still a very good profit for a card you get very easily and can get within the first couple days. Moving on to the 5th inning reward choice pack for 200 stars, you have the option between 95 overall Garrett Anderson, who is a new legend to the game, Jack Morris, and Brandon Phillips. These cards are all pretty solid, but I wouldn't personally go with the Brandon Phillips just because most people already have the Robbie Alomar. Jack Morris just was never a big fan of his cards, his repertoire. And then Garrett Anderson would be my choice just because he is a new legend. His hitting stats are very good. He'd be a very nice bench bat. And these cards are probably going to sell just because they are higher overall and new legend, I'm guessing they're going to sell between 20 and 40k. Alright, so getting into the new 5th inning bosses. I'm going to go through each boss individually from my least favorite to my favorite and who I'm going to end up taking. And I'm going to tell you for each card pros and cons of why you should or you shouldn't take them. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to wrap up by giving you a visual just of how many stubs you could end up making with the 5th. I'm going to tell you the quickest way that you can get there and how you could get there in just a couple of days and maximize on your total stub. Alright, so the first card we have here is 99 overall Josh Donaldson. This card has 97 and 102 contact, 101, 115 power with very good vision. His fielding's very good, and this card, he looks pretty solid. In my opinion, compared to the other cards, he looks I don't think it's a very difficult decision that this is the last card. Some of the pros on him, though, is if you've used his gold BR card, is his swing's very glitchy. I think it compares to the Alomar card and just like how his stats, like they're decent, but he plays absolutely insane. So I feel like this card could be very similar, and I feel like it could change how a lot of people view him if he does still have that same glitchy swing. He also has very solid defense at the hot corner, and it's just a very, very well-balanced card. Some of the cons to this card is he's got next to no speed. He can only play third base, and I just feel like there are better options at third base. You got George Brett, who's cheap. He's going to be cheaper. You have Roger Hornsby, who you can put in there. Yeah, not everybody has Roger Hornsby, but I just feel like there's better and cheaper options than this Josh Donaldson card. I just don't see him as an endgame card. And there's going to be cards that come out that are going to be better than this card. Five stamina. Like, this card just looks amazing. He's definitely going to be one of the endgame cards. 96 home runs per 9. Honestly, there's not really a con that I can think of. This card's just incredible. The only con that I can think of with this card is just depending on how much you control him. He still has 80 control, but he's going to have that little funky over-the-head delivery, which sometimes can make it a little difficult to control. But this card really has no flaws to it. It's a great pitcher. He's the best starting pitcher of the game and an endgame card for sure. And I recommend picking him up even if you don't decide to go with him. Okay, the final card in my choice for the 5th inning program is a new legend to the game, 99 overall Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig, everybody knows who Lou Gehrig is. He played back in the 1920s, 1930s, and was the first person diagnosed with ALS, now known as Lou Gehrig's disease. But this card looks absolutely insane. He's got 125, 119 contact, 112, 106 power with maxed vision, discipline, and clutch. Pretty good fielding. He's got decent speed over there. This card looks absolutely insane. Back when Frank came out, I thought that was going to be my endgame card for sure, and that nobody was going to replace him, especially with the way I hit with him. But this card's definitely going to be in my lineup from the first day I can get him. Pros on this card, though, is a lot of people. The one thing that's bad about Frank is he's 6'4", making his strike zone huge, making it hard depending where you put your PCI to catch up to the high inside stuff or the low stuff. This Lou Gehrig's only 6 foot with a 125 vision. That's going to make this card very easy to get to any pitch in the strike zone, and he's going to absolutely rake. Cons on this card is he has no corner outfield ability. Lou Gehrig did play some corner outfield back in the day, not many. I think maybe 25 games in one of the outfield corners, so must not be enough to give him that secondary. But limiting the first base where there is already a ton of competition, where the Giambi rakes, Frank Thomas rakes, like you just have a lot of options that are free and won't cost you stubs or time in order to get him. So price with the fifth inning bosses is going to vary depending on when you get it, just like anything else. I know with the fourth inning bosses, say you got Billy Wagner within the first couple days, he was selling for about $300K, and those bosses got about as low as $70K. So I'm assuming you can get right around the same there. I'm guessing that these cards don't go lower than $90K, and I'm guessing they max out at $320K. So you'll have the option to get a May choice pack, which could contain one of the golds or diamonds that go into the player of the month set. Those generally sell for about, I'm guessing they'll sell for between 1 and 25K if you get a diamond. And then you'll also have the chance to get one of the All-Star game packs, which I feel like is really cool that they added that. You got a 1-in-1 chance at a base and then a 1 of 4 chance to get a rare. 25% chance again that Chapman or Gallo is a great deal, and I don't know how much it'll affect those cards' prices, but Joey Gallo was selling for $50K. I'm guessing those cards, if you get a base, probably sell about $7K to maybe $40K would be my guess. Alright, so best way to maximize on the total amount you're going to get back from this program is how much you play. The best way to do it is just to hop in right away when the new content comes out. I like to start out going BR, just it's quick 3-inning games, get the quick 10 online wins. That right there is 30 points that you get. The Conquest map you can finish in hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. That's another 30 points. And then if you are lucky enough to have all the fourth inning programs, the Cal, the Billy Wagner, and the Kutch, then you can just put those in, get 75 stars. That right there is going to give you 135 stars that you are right there. And then you get a bunch of moments. Just grind through those. Those are very easy to play. I don't think they're very hard. They're pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It's mainly just playing the game. Those are going to get you a lot. You can easily get the 200 stars by the end of day 1, day 2, maybe day 3. And then to get the rest of the way, you're just going to have to continue to grind out online games. Ranked seasons games, I think 3-inning game, it gives you 1 star, and then the 9-inning game's going to give you 3. So if you're not World Series yet, just hop into ranked seasons, try to grind that out, get the World Series, and at the same time, you're getting stars that get you closer to how much you actually can get. Getting closer to the actual 300 stars, which will give you the Lou Gehrig, Bob Gibson, or Josh Donaldson. Right, so as you can see, the amount of stubs that you will get back from doing the sentence program strictly depends on how quickly you get this done. The faster you get this done, the more stubs you're going to get. And as you can see from the screen before, you can get anywhere from 116K, if you just wait till the end, to over 400K. And you can get even more than that too if you say, for example, buy Lou Gehrig, you get him like right away, you sell him for 300K. The inning programs are only a few weeks long, so give it like 2-3 weeks, let his price go down to 100K, buy him back. That's 200k profit right there, and then you could try to sell whatever card that you have playing there if he's sellable and make extra stubs that way too. As you can see, there's endless possibilities the way you can make stubs. You can make a complete God Squad without spending $1 on the game this year, which is amazing for just casual players and for players who don't want to spend money. There you have it, 5th inning, how you can make stubs. Very easy, just be patient, work the market, get this done as fast as possible, sell everything, buy them back in 2-3 weeks when they're a third of the price, and I promise you won't regret this. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace, YouTube.